Hi guys, welcome to Unit 8 Mindset Events. In this video, you will learn briefly about creating sustainable events. The majority of organizers thought that when creating the sustainable event, the cost will raise from the ordinary event. However, the cost of event will be high at the first time, but the cost will decrease after we organize it in the second time. The concept of sustainable event does not concern only go green, but there are many points to concern, such as poverty, education, economic growth, and good health. There are 6 steps in creating a sustainable event planning. 1. Create a plan in this stage. Mean to set a sustainable objective that the organizer want to achieve, such as plastic bottle will not be allowed in the event. The room temperature of the event will be 25 degrees or 0 carbon footprint. 2. Engage internal stakeholders. After planning the sustainable event, the next step is to set the policy to all internal stakeholders to understand what you will do, such as your team or your company. 3. Engagement vendor. It means to ask the vendor, supplier, or contractor to understand what you want to do for your event. For example, build a backdrop from the recycled material, or build a backdrop that we can use it many times. 4. Tracking performance. Monitor and track the performance of sustainability action plan. After informing all stakeholders, the internal and external stakeholders, we should track what they do or not do, and watch is there any problem during the event or not. 5. Communicate result. It means to share the success of action plan with the stakeholder. At the end of the event, the organizer should share the result and successful event to all stakeholders, because the good result will encourage the stakeholder to do it again in the next event. 6. Innovation. Create more sustainable things in the next event. For example, in this event, you start with set the room temperature at 25 degrees, so in the next one, you should save more energy. Wonder Food Festival is the good example of creating a sustainable event. The host of festival set the philosophy of the event, that is, we encourage, develop, and innovate creative solutions for sustainable living and bring together a global community to celebrate them. We use our platform to catalyze creativity and make a meaningful, positive impact. From the philosophy, you can see that the host of the event really want their event to encourage the positive impact to the community. After they set the objective of the event, they told all the stakeholders that involved with the event, such as employee, nearby local community, vendor, and media. Moreover, they bring the academic sector, private sector, and government to build a sustainable event. Every vendor had to find themselves to be sustainable. For example, from the host side, all the container can be biodegradable, which made from cassava starch. The plastic were not allowed in the event. There are the water tank to support the attendee, but if some attendee didn't believe in their tank, they also provide a bottle of water, which are biodegradable too. Furthermore, the event was decorated by the bamboo, thatch, and hay. They used the lag in order to create a roof and pillowcase. The recycled bins were spread over the area. They assigned some staff to suggest the attendee to put their trash into the right bin. The event was successful. Many attendees around the world traveled to the event due to the concept of the event. The event were promoted by the spectator and the participants share their picture on the social media. The host didn't use many offline media because of single use. This is one part of the successful, sustainable event that the organizer can learn from their idea.
If one would like to organize a sustainable event, and then what should we start first, right? Well, the first thing that I do suggest we should start from our mindset. We have to have the mindset of responsible mindset. We should have the mindset of enough is enough. To change from the more is better to just sufficient, enough one. You can make your event beautiful, you can make your participants happy, you can make your speaker happy, but just be cautious, be responsible. That's one thing you should have. Second thing, once you have that awareness already, the second thing, you should plan your event in a responsible way. So in your plan, what should you include? The planner should look at the points or the elements of the event that they can make it sustainable or make it green, the quickest one. Which one that give that you can do it now, or you can do it tomorrow, you can do it now. You don't have to wait for years or months to do it. For example, using plastic bottle in meetings, we should stop doing that already. It can be done like immediately, right? So you can ask your suppliers, you can ask your venues, your hotel that you're going to organize your event, that we do not want our plastic, the plastic bottles in our event. Quick. So you can think about how many participants you have. For example, you have 100 participants. And think about it that if you don't use plastic bottles, water, for 100 participants, so it means that you already reduce 100 plastic bottles per day, minimum. And let's say if one person drinks 2 bottles a day, so you save 200 already. That's immediately quick that you can do. You can donate food, because it's immediate one. The hotels can do it for you. You can tell them that whatever left from our event, we would like to donate it. We can set the air conditioning in the room at 25 degrees, no cooler than 25 degrees. That will help save the energy, reduce carbon footprint. So those are things that you can do. So in different events, we'll have different elements that you can do. So I cannot say that, okay, this is the fixed one, but I can give you suggestion that you should focus on what you can do fast. That one point. Another point is what you can do that create great impact. We talk about environmental impact already, reducing plastic bottles and all. How about social impact? How can we help communities to create revenue, right? Every event has a souvenir to delegates. We can change from ordering souvenir from factories, maybe from Shenzhen, to why don't we buy products from local communities? In Thailand, we have a lot of communities, a lot of local products that can be used as a souvenir. So just buy from the local as much as you can. So these 2 points can be a very good start.